857 Music Podcast.
Oh man, guys, we're back. I can't believe it.
Can't believe it either.
Wow.
We're live. Everything is going.
Wow.
I hate it when you.
Everything
no,
is going
don't-
where?
don't
Oh,
do it.
man. Viewers, listeners,
Where is everything going?
what's going on?
Didn't
We
finish
are
the
your
sentence.
hosts. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They hear us. We are your hosts, Kevin, a.k.a. Turbo.
Welcome, everybody. Yeah, it's y.k.c, a.k.a. Jason.
What up? It's Al G, a.k.a. Alvin.
Hello, it's Eric,
The Joker.
aka the 23rd Stallion.
And you're listening to another edition of the 857 Music Podcast, where we discuss music, news, trends, articles, stories, celebrities, questions, and all that good stuff.
Book.
You said questions twice.
Yes, he did.
Did I do
We
questions?
discussed many questions.
we bring up a lot of questions on this show, so
We
you
do,
know,
we
it's
do.
like it's worth saying twice. in
I
my
don't think.
opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think Kev's had a smooth intro since he started doing the intro.
Yeah,
by the
it's
way.
like it's gonna take a while. Maybe when we get to 20.
That was
I'll
the smoothest intro, I gotta admit.
That's
Yeah.
I'm getting closer. I'm getting
Which
closer.
isn't saying much.
It's gonna take 20 podcasts. Yeah, to get this thing right.
You
So
gotta stop.
today's podcast is about a movie that just came out.
What's that?
Straight Outta Compton.
That's
You did?
right.
A movie
Straight
that
Outta
came straight
Compton.
out of Compton? What is it?
It came straight out of Compton. It's surprisingly, I think it's called Straight Outta Compton.
That makes sense.
I don't. It's crazy. You know, the irony is just too much. It really
There's
is.
no irony.
There's no irony.
But Straight Outta Compton.
That-
Come on, straight out of Hollywood.
No.
Get it right.
Yeah.
Right. They didn't film this in Compton. It
Straight
wasn't
out of a
filmed in-
Hollywood
Probably
studio.
filmed, it was probably filmed in Canada like everything.
Canada, like everything.
Oh man.
Or Australia.
Oh man. So everyone here saw the movie, right?
Yeah.
Just wanna
I
cover
saw it
that.
today.
No.
Excellent.
Saw it today.
Yes.
I've been wanting to talk about this since I saw it, I think, a month ago.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for you guys to see all of it, and I think
Well, did we all enjoy it?
I liked it a lot.
Hated it. No, I'm sorry. No, I loved it. It was good.
You gotta do the snap.
I thought it was a good movie.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Nah, it was great. It was great.
I thought it was dope.
I thought it was good. All right, so that's the podcast.
That's it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for listening. All right.
Absolutely.
Please sign to 857music.com.
Leave a comment. Let us know what you thought of the movie, and we'll see if it's any different than our opinion.
We should
Yeah,
do that for one
we should comment.
podcast. We should
Well-
just do it like 1 minute, just to shock everybody. Like, that's
1
it.
minute podcast.
It's like that's it.
That's a
That's
good
this
one.
one.
Oh man, no. Well, let's start off with the actors in the movie. I have a list here. I guess you could say he was the main actor. I guess Ice Cube. He was played by O'Shea Jackson Jr. That's Ice Cube's
His son.
son.
That's blood.
He did a great job.
Awesome job.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Yeah,
I
his-
thought I was looking at Cube the
His
whole time.
mannerisms, everything was like
Face,
dead on,
smile,
man. Everything.
It's like,
pretty
where's
close.
my money, Jerry? Where's my money?
All
You said
right,
just like-
spoilers.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah, yeah.
spoilers. Maybe
Well,
coming
we
up.
should
No,
put
no,
that
it's-
in the comments.
Spoiler alert. Kev's gonna ruin
Spoiler
everything.
alert.
Yeah, if you haven't
Um,
seen the movie yet and you plan on seeing it,
Don't
you know what
listen to
it
this
ruined.
podcast if
Yeah,
you
we're
haven't.
gonna,
Only listen to it up to this point.
Yeah,
Because we're going to talk about it.
yeah, we're gonna like pick it apart.
Yeah, no, this is gonna get interesting. The next person that actually did a really good job was Dr. Dre, the person who played that. Corey
wasn't-
Hawkins.
Oh,
he was
yeah,
actually pretty good.
You know what's weird about that
pretty
guy?
good.
He looked like Denzel Washington in some scenes, and then he
Yeah,
started
yeah.
morphing into Dr. Dre.
Yeah,
It was weird, especially like
Yeah.
towards the end when he was wearing like the leather jacket. He
Right.
looked a lot like Dr.
Yeah.
Dre.
yeah.
But some scenes and some angles, he looked like Denzel.
Well,
Yeah.
some scenes were probably filmed earlier, and some films were probably filmed after they got way into character. Because you could definitely tell they grew
Right.
into it. They really started
true,
looking
yeah.
like
yeah.
except when Ice Cube, or I just call him Ice Cube, when he shaved his head. And I was like, okay, he still looks like him, but
Right.
you know, Ice Cube was a little chunkier.
That's what a mix
But
of
you know what, though?
But-
What I-
mix of Method Man in there too.
What I like about it doesn't take you out from the character. Like some people, like some actors, they'll try to look like the part, and they
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
like they cast them, and they really don't look like them to
Like
a certain
who?
extent. Like the movie that just came out, Steve Jobs.
Yeah,
The guy who plays him, he doesn't look like Steve Jobs,
but the
and it kind of
Ashton-
takes me out of it because I'm like,
But
you know
Ashton
what he looks
Kutcher
like.
in
I'm
the
talking
other
about-
movie.
no, that's-
Ashton Kutcher
that's
looks
not the
more
same
like
movie.
Steve Jobs. No,
Well,
it was
no, it's a different
it
movie.
came
But-
out last
but
year.
Did he look like Steve Jobs?
he
when
looked
played
more
it?
like Steve Jobs
think
than
so?
this guy, in my opinion. But
Anytime I see Ashton Kutcher in anything, I just think it's Ashton Kutcher, and then
yeah, he plays the same.
He just
he's-
plays
he
himself.
plays the same shit every
he
time.
plays himself.
I think it's Kelso.
But yeah.
So
But moving along here, we got Eazy-E, who
Yeah.
Also did a very good job.
I thought he did a great job.
He
Who
looked
was
just
who was
like
it?
him.
Who was it?
He did look like him,
What the
yeah.
fuck, yeah.
What was his name?
Was it? Jason Mitchell's the guy's name.
There you go.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Very good job.
Uh,
Very convincing. DJ Yella and MC Ren Nobody cares.
That's
MC Ray
That
was
was
like
fucked up.
They look
No,
like
you know
him,
what?
huh?
The
Yeah, two
director,
lines.
the director, he just like they just overshadowed him. It was just like they didn't get like hardly any fucking
They got
story.
parts, yeah,
they didn't
but
get any story though.
But they
like-
were easily the less
Right.
known.
Listen,
and it
people
was
in the group.
noticeable from the start. You were
Yeah.
just like, oh, okay.
When you think
all
of
right.
NWA, you don't really think.
I
of
don't
them.
think of that's the thing.
At
When I
all.
think of
No.
NWA, I don't think
All right,
of those guys.
Quick question: how many members are there in NWA?
5.
There you go.
I was just
I
about
was
to, I was
like-
just
Yeah.
about to say before
Yeah.
the movie, you
You
asked
wouldn't
me
know
that
that.
question, I would probably say 3. Like
No,
I didn't know.
I know it was
I would
5,
have
but I
said
think
4.
3.
I
I
would've
bought
said
that.
4, but
Yeah.
I actually bought that tape. No, I bought that tape for my my birthday. My brother,
Mm-hmm.
my father was like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I was like, "I want to go to Tower Records."
You said fuck the police.
And I was just like, and my dad's like, "All right, I'm gonna take you to Tower Records, and you could get whatever album you want." And I was like, "All right, cool." So I wanted to get the record, the vinyl,
Right.
but my dad's like, "No, I'm not gonna spend that kind of money." He was cheap.
Did you
He's
tell
like,
him-
"I'm not gonna
did you
spend that
tell
kind of
him-
money."
Did you tell him you wanted niggas with attitude?
Well, no, well that's
me
that's
a
the
pop.
album. I got Straight Outta Compton on tape. I'm on a cassette tape. That's the first like
Wow.
cri-
yeah.
like for my birthday, like a first rap album
that was the
I
first.
listened to,
That was
yeah.
the first album you
that
ever
I
had.
that
They were
not for
own.
me personally. Like
Right.
my brother listened to rap, and
Yeah.
I would just listen to whatever he had.
Mm-hmm.
But that was like my first like I ever owned.
And I
Yeah.
never knew that. Straight Outta
Yeah,
Compton
yeah,
was your first album
And
you ever owned.
The funny part was when I on the way home from the store,
Mhm.
my dad's like, "Oh, so put it in. Let me hear
Oh,
what you got." And I was
yeah.
like,
Oh,
"I was like, no, Dad, it's
man.
all right. That's all right. I'll
Wait,
wait
I
till I
think
get
you
home."
told me this before. Yeah,
Yeah.
you did told me that story.
My dad's like, "No, put it in. I want to hear I want to hear this." So and I put it on, and I'm like, "Oh,
That's
fuck."
great.
My dad's like, "I don't know what you're listening to this."
Was the
for."
first song the Straight Outta Compton? The crazy motherfucker. Was that the first thing on it?
Oh no, it was some. I forgot. I didn't really listen to it that much either, but I forgot the first song, but it was pretty bad. There was a sketch. There was like a skit in the beginning
Mhm.
where what's his name was getting head, and it was
No, of course.
and it was just like the first thing you hear.
Probably
and it was just-
Eazy-E.
I'm like, damn. So then you're like, it was just awkward
That's uncomfortable.
Yeah, you don't
sitting
do
with
that.
your parents listening
don't
to
sit with your
NWA. You
parents.
know.
So Jay, you gonna do this or what?
Oh,
Blah.
great. Yeah.
So-
So for all those who
Oh.
aren't watching the video, Eric wants to do another shot.
Cheers.
Chartreuse.
Cheers. Chartreuse.
This is supposed to be a 10-episode thing.
I know, but it was just there.
And there
This
wasn't
is
any.
not. This is Apple.
we,
Apple what?
We ran out of beer. We Apple.
Yeah,
right.
we didn't get beer, so we had to kill our little mini keg and then do
So
chartreuse.
since he doesn't want to be an algae alone,
Yeah.
I'm not an
That's
algae.
John.
Cheers.
Mm.
All right, guys, do it.
Ouch.
Delicious.
Oh man.
spicy.
Excellent. Excellent.
Speaking of actors that don't look the part,
Snoop.
Snoop.
I was, like, I
Holy
was trying to
shit,
say it
man.
before. I was like, Snoop.
Snoop really didn't look the
But
part
his voice
at all. He sounded like
Holy
him.
shit.
He acted like him. He sounded like him.
Yeah.
Just did not look like him at
His
all.
rap voice, not so much, but his regular voice.
Yeah.
He said some things
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
exactly like him.
Yeah.
This is the thing
Yeah,
about
very
that.
good.
What?
Snoop, when he first came out,
Mm-hmm.
he was super, super skinny.
Mhm.
He didn't have the hair that we know.
had a short haircut.
He had
Yeah.
short.
He
Yeah,
did have a
short
short haircut.
He had a fade,
Oh, yeah.
and he was super skinny. It's hard to look like him. So that dude was very close to looking like how he came into the game, but we don't know him as like Snoop. Snoop
Mhm.
Dogg was a character. Like he's
Yeah.
basically.
They
a
all
character.
build their brands, though. Yeah.
I like Suge Knight is like, who the fuck is this? He's like, who the fuck are you?
He
He's
did
all
sound-
angry up in his face.
He did sound just like him.
I was like,
Fucking,
wow.
I like the sugar.
But the representations of the characters are done really well.
Especially
Especially
Tupac.
Tupac was.
I thought it was
man,
him.
just like
Come
him.
with me.
I was like, he's alive,
it
man.
was him.
He's alive.
They went to Cuba and got him.
Yeah, they
If
got
they
him.
do a Tupac movie, he has to be Tupac.
There's supposed to be a Straight Outta Compton too. I think they said something
Bullshit.
like that. They were gonna focus on Snoop and Tupac's career. I think,
That's
yeah.
dope.
Really?
I'll
Supposed
check
to-
that shit
I
out.
read something about
That's
that.
awesome.
Why would that be the sequel?
Well, you can't do an NWA.
Listen, this is a very
Two.
popular movie.
But what about
Yeah.
Ice-T?
No, listen. As a sequel, I would think they would focus on Dre
Right.
and maybe.
What
some
did
of the
Dre do
members.
after the crime?
He made it his brand.
Aftermath? That's how it,
Eminem
And
and
that created-
Eminem and 50 Cent. Are you
50 Cent,
kidding me?
Eminem,
Yeah, you could do
Are
that.
you
But
kidding me? That's
Beats,
not a movie?
headphones.
Dude, well,
You gotta go Tupac.
you had
first.
8 Mile already.
No,
all right,
they
you
already
had Get
did.
Rich or Die Trying. They had their biographies or
No.
auto, have.
No, I'm talking about through Dre's eyes and through Aftermath.
he discovered him.
with D12 and everybody.
Yeah,
like,
just show Dre
That's not
segue
bad.
into the
Then you
Tupac
gotta do
shit,
the
then
beats.
segue into
You gotta
the...
do Snoop
No,
and
you gotta do
Tupac
beats
first.
No, because they already did it. It's done in this movie. He
Right.
already did it. He's already on Aftermath already. You can't touch them. There was nothing after that.
Oh yeah, that's right. You would have to focus.
They have to move on to his first career when he was dancing in that video.
And then you have to show Snoop leave.
Wait, with the
Death Row
gauge, the
Records.
fucked
up shit? The glitter?
No,
Oh.
no. And he was dancing in what was it? Keep Your Heads Ringing. The video.
Who's dancing?
Dre. He was doing the ballroom dancing, and his wife was like, "Why the hell are you doing this? You're a gangster." So she didn't like that.
That's right.
I'm talking about when he was like...
Nah, that was already done.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
wasn't shown too much. I was
No,
very
that wasn't.
upset about that.
That wasn't.
Well,
Why
there were-
didn't they go off that?
There were a couple
Why?
of
He
criticisms
tried to fix that.
about the. That's actually good that you brought that up. There was a couple of criticisms about the movie. Some people felt that the Eazy-E and the Dr. Dre beef wasn't really.
They didn't talk about it.
There was a lot that was not
Because-
shown in the movie.
Right.
Because you know why? Listen, this was more of an Eazy-E movie. It was built like a tribute to him, more than anything.
Yeah,
It wasn't going to talk about any. It didn't really badmouth him to the point where
I wouldn't say
he
Well-
said it was.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
it
I
was.
wouldn't say a tribute,
Yeah,
but
definitely not true.
I mean,
Yeah, it
they
was.
did pay
It's like, yeah,
respects.
Nah,
they
man,
pay-
They
that's
pay
tribute.
respects to him.
There was
and
respects to his dead body.
But still, like tributes are like there's no like
Right.
anything that makes you look bad in the movie. There was
they didn't
scenes
really
that-
make him look bad. They
with the
threw it
money
on
shit
Jerry.
it did when
They
he was
threw it
with
on
that
Jerry,
dude.
though. They threw it on the dude. not
A
him.
little
No,
bit.
still.
Well, here's that's a good question. You said that the music industry, how the music industry was portrayed in the movie, I think says a lot.
It's probably
on
dead on.
how
That's
Oh,
dead
it's
on.
close.
how it's like
It's
changed.
probably worse.
Yeah.
it's probably worse.
probably
Well, the
worse.
well the
It's
record
like-
labels, how
Yeah.
they operate,
Yeah.
and how they're almost non-existent now. They're kind of
You didn't like
They've kind of evolved
Priority?
now.
You think like the label head has bodyguards and he beats them down and makes them to make them.
Nah,
sound
that's
like
just
content?
Suge. That's just Suge.
And Death Row.
right.
That's just
You were
Suge.
very
saw, I was
well
like,
aware
damn.
of how Death Row was. I
That's
don't
too
believe.
funny.
All right. Do you think any of this biopic was embellished upon?
Of course, it's a movie.
Story wise,
It has to be entertaining,
There was
and it's a movie. If you record somebody's life,
Mhm.
all the mundane, boring shit that you do every day,
Oh, no, they're gonna make it happen.
it's not going to be entertaining. So you got to make a director, a writer.
right.
They have to take those stories and make it an entertaining movie. So I understand why they make choices to leave certain things out.
A lot of people were
And-
mad
One
to get
thing that was
out,
left
too.
out that was messed up. Do you remember JJ Fad?
Yeah.
The all girl
Yeah,
all-girl
yeah, yeah,
group in the 80s. They had a what was it, Supersonic or whatever like that. They had a single that
Right.
funded NWA's album, and they didn't even get a mention in the movie.
Wow.
Wow,
yeah. I was like, that was mess. I was
It's
like,
only
that
2
was.
hours. It's only 2 hours.
It's like I
Politics.
was reading an article about them. They were just like, it's like it only takes 2 seconds. It's like
Right.
we didn't need like someone to represent us in the movie.
Right.
It's like just mention us or whatever like that, and
Right.
that would have been okay.
Yeah.
But there was no. You remember Dr. Dre, the whole D Barnes beating or whatever like that,
Right.
1991. The whole thing. There was a couple other women on Ruthless Records that he beat.
I think we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they.
He was in charge of this movie.
That's what it was
Him and
like.
Ice Cube were in charge of
They
the movie.
totally. They were saying that they at least could have acknowledged that it happened. Like they didn't
Right.
have to show like D Barnes. She was just like, I don't want to see myself in the movie get beat up. She's like, but when I saw the movie and it skipped past the part, just
Right.
fast forward and it wasn't even mentioned or anything. She was like, oh wow. I just
Maybe
kinda like-
It's a
maybe they
footnote.
can leave it for the second one or something.
They're gonna retell.
Behind-
They're gonna retell what they didn't
Yeah,
tell.
they go
us.
back.
Untold stories
Untold
about
story.
Straight Outta
That's on
Compton.
the that's on the
Oh
Blu-ray.
God.
That's
If you
on
leave out
VH1.
all the shit that's left out, you could make like a whole nother movie on the fucking Blu-ray.
Well, I figured that there has to be a lot of shit that's left out because the
hell
movie
yeah.
was fucking long.
I
Man.
thought the JJ Fad thing was foul.
The
Like,
There
movie-
was members.
the movie was
There
long.
was other people who were part of that, like part of the crew that weren't
Yo-Yo,
in it.
like she was recording music with Dre around that time. She was never.
I mean, people who were important to like getting that
Damn,
music
man.
out.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn,
Wow.
With my yo-yo.
No, I
Yo,
didn't say what.
yo, that shit was hot, man. That was fire.
No, I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about other people who were in the group that didn't
Right.
get mentioned.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. What do you guys think about the police brutality
Oh, that's
and how
One
that was
thing-
portrayed?
that was uncomfortable.
That's
That was
man.
crazy, right?
That was foul.
That's
It was.
uncomfortable.
Well,
It's
listen, that's why
funny
the
how
movie
it still
got
goes on
greenlit.
today.
It
That's
does
why-
go on today.
That's why the movie got.
That's why the movie got greenlit, is because it's still
It's relevant.
happens.
It's still relevant.
It
It's
still
still relevant
happens.
to the whole
Funny.
cop thing, and this is like 20 years ago.
There
Right.
weren't cell
More.
phones. There weren't smartphones with cameras, with video recorders around back then.
25 years ago.
And it was foul,
There
man.
was no internet.
Seeing the black cops use that, just like
Just as fucked up.
they seemed they were more eager to go after them than the white
Yeah,
cops.
man.
And
Yep.
I'm
But
just
they wanted to
like,
keep
Yeah.
that job secure.
Damn.
It was-
It was a, all right,
it's a
listen,
gang.
How do you think they portrayed the cops, though? Do you think it was a little too much? Do you think it was like,
I'm
I'm
real?
sure
I
that's
thought
the
it
way
was, I
it
thought it
was.
was fine.
Obviously,
I thought it was fun.
I thought it was spot on compared to like
Well,
If you think of cops
I wasn't-
in that kind of a neighborhood, like there's
come on,
so
the Rodney
much,
King beatings and
like
stuff like
that cop, like you have so much shit going on in Compton.
You have to be that way, kinda.
they just fucking lose their minds, and you
Right.
think everyone's a gangbanger, and they turn bad. And if they could be walking down the street, they'll be like, "All right, let's fucking arrest them, throw them on the floor, this, and that." They have to be doing something bad, you know. So it's
But
True.
do you
like,
think? But do you
But
think
at
they
the same
should've-
time, though,
Go ahead.
at the
But-
same time, sorry, at the same time, they're not like perfect angels at the same time. Because look at the beginning of the movie, Eazy-E, is fucking doing a
exactly,
drug
no,
deal.
That's true.
So it's like
That was a criticism,
Can
too.
you know like there's nobody's perfect basically.
But
you
they
know?
weren't good guys. Like
No, they weren't
portrayed
good
as
guys.
good guys.
And they had like
Yeah.
the scene with them with the
the
fucking
guns?
with the guns in the hotel. Like, all right,
that was like
you're pushing it a little bit. You know,
They had
like-
guns under the bed.
Yeah.
I was
That's
like,
that's
damn.
OD.
Yeah.
That's OD.
But-
But do you think that they should have had like some cops maybe not as bad? Every cop was
Right.
generally the same guy.
well, that's another
Nah.
thing.
It's
That
like-
was
there could
I
have been
think-
maybe one good guy there.
yeah. No, I think that was just artistically. I think they just did that to make a point.
yeah, I
They're
think
doing-
that
I
was
don't.
done
I don't think
well.
it was embellished for the movie. I think
Yeah.
that's what they
and
did.
it
I
had to
don't
do
think
about what they were talking, the
Right.
imagery from their
Exa-
music. So It was
exactly.
just like it was about.
But how
police
crazy is
brutality.
that shit
So
though?
it's
Like when they got warned before they went on. By
Yeah,
the
that
cops,
happened.
Don't
that
say,
actually happened.
happened.
Yeah, that's so fucking crazy. If you
Yeah.
think
That
about
was-
it, it's so
yeah.
fucking crazy. And they went on.
That was in
The police.
and
91.
they're like, no, fuck it, we're doing this song. They did this song.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And just shit went batshit crazy.
Right.
Like rioting and that's insane.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
that's the
Or
fact
listen
that
to
that
the lyrics.
happened. Yeah, the
lyrics
fact,
to that song
the
were
fact
very
that
foul.
that went down, it's just like holy shit.
that press conference never happened.
And that's funny too. It's like
Remember
that is
that?
still freedom of speech, though. Can
It
you
is.
really just you grab people for saying "fuck the police"?
They
It's
did. That was a
like-
huge issue.
Well,
that was a
And
huge
did
issue.
they-
here's the
got
thing.
warned
It
by
is
the
against the
FBI,
law.
right?
It is against the law to yell "scream fire" in a crowded building. So
Were
it's
they-
against. Is that kind of?
You can't entice
freedom of
riots
speech
and
is
stuff
kinda-
like that. You can't
Yeah,
do
that's
stuff like that.
you know there are other laws that.
Were they
No.
really warned by the FBI?
Oh, they had the letter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was
I
exactly
don't
the
know
same
if
way,
I-
but
I
they were
don't-
warned. Yeah, definitely.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, they said do not do that because they had Two Live Crew at the same point in time, and they banned their song. I forgot what it was.
I remember
but
that.
Really?
It was one of their songs. It was like was it Me So Horny or
That
something?
might have been yeah.
Me So Horny
How
was
is
a popular.
Me So Horny gonna get banned?
That was the popular
Because
one.
it was one of their songs got banned completely, and this was part of that type of banning. They tried to ban like all hip hop like that.
Yeah.
Right.
It would have gotten to that point if they didn't stop it.
Shit,
Yeah,
that's fucked
The
up.
pioneers of gangster rap.
that's
No,
these
man.
guys. Yeah.
I think it's good
Pioneers
that
against
I think it's really great timing also that a movie like that came out because it's just like when you see how garbage music is and how the same songs are played on the radio every it's just like there's no.
Listen, I was never an NWA fan.
Neither have I.
Music
Neither was
wise,
I.
Neither was
music
I.
wise,
Neither
I
was
was
I.
too.
They weren't. I was not the demographic.
never a fan.
I was
Yeah.
too young to be caring about NWA.
I,
couldn't even
appreciate,
say.
I appreciate their contribution to hip hop history, and all that. But they weren't really. I didn't.
I like to express yourself.
No,
Express
that
yourself
was
dope.
that
I
was
like
good.
that.
That
stuff.
was good.
But I wasn't. I didn't have their albums.
Mm-mm.
I didn't listen to
Man.
them like that. I listened
Right.
to Ice Cube after the fact. I still never listened to NWA though.
I felt like a.
See, I listened
Like
to
this,
NWA.
their music was in the movie. It was a breath of fresh air. I was just like, just compared to what is
That
just
was
like
old
on the
school.
airwaves. No, but it was just like
No,
wow.
to
It's
be
like,
honest, I enjoyed listening to the little clips that they kept playing.
Yeah.
It really, even though I never really listened to their stuff.
There was one
I
point in
remember
the
a lot of
movie
these
that
songs.
did kind of take me out. You know how like they'll
MC Ren?
Don't hate on MC Ren, man.
I don't ask me
Yes.
what part of the movie it was, but
Yeah.
there was a part of the movie where like all the music that they were playing was dated to that era, right?
Yeah.
And there was one part where for some reason I thought I heard Beyonce singing
No.
a fucking song. I don't know what. I don't know if am I crazy?
Did
Might
be.
did I
You are
hear
crazy.
or I heard?
You probably have heard her so much that you just
I
hear her
I just
and
went,
everything.
yeah,
Come on, they
probably.
played Craig
I
Mack.
probably-
They're very aware of the time period. They
Wait,
played
yo.
Flavor in Your Ears.
Somebody
Yo, what year
something
was
played.
Craig Mack?
92.
92,
92.
yeah.
Was that really 92?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Craig
Yeah.
Mack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Holy
92, yeah.
shit.
Pretty
I'm
much.
thinking like 95.
Nah.
Mm.
Wow.
Nah, it was
95 was when whatchamacallit died, man. Oh no, 96.
93.
96.
97
Sorry.
was Biggie.
Nah, Biggie.
Oh, I think
Biggie
it
died
was
in 97, right? And Pac died in 96.
96 was Pac. Yeah, right.
I think,
Yeah,
My
something
bad.
like that.
I think that was it.
Damn, that's only a year before.
March
that.
9th.
Shit.
That's,
Greatest rapper of all time. Died on March 9th.
yeah, Jesus.
That sucks, dude.
But so about the movie,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think about how successful it was? Did you think it was going to be as successful as it turned out to be? Because it ended up being #1 for 3 weeks in a row.
3 weeks.
That's the
I was-
most #1s.
I was
this
going to
I'm
say
happy-
something about
I
that.
actually didn't know about numbers till you just said it. That's awesome.
This
I'm
summer.
happy.
I knew about
I
that.
liked it. I thought
I'm
it was a
happy
great movie.
that it does.
I was entertained by it. I thought it was a great movie.
But this type of movie.
Did you think that it was going to be a big?
Do it.
I
I
didn't
thought
think it was going to be a flop.
I thought it would do good.
I kind of
But
thought it would do
not-
good.
I didn't think it'd be #1 in a movie. Like
No,
yeah,
I-
movies is
#1
built
type
off
shit.
I think-
Marvel, like comic book stuff right
Yeah.
now. Like it's crazy action stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't think a drama would be #1 for 3
No,
weeks.
I kind of
After
thought I
week
saw it
type,
coming
yeah.
because of their marketing campaign, man.
alright.
Because they had those memes that they had that they created
Oh, that's the
specific
straight
straight out of memes. You know, everybody out there
Yeah.
knows what I'm talking
I
about.
love the memes.
That was created by their marketing campaign, and that shit was genius
It
because
was.
they did that before the movie came out to promote the movie, and
Right.
people were using it left and right. I even fucking used it.
I
Because
saw. I
I
kept
was just
seeing
like,
those
yo.
all the time. That was crazy.
Straight out your mama.
I used it.
That was
I
awesome.
used it to make fun of Jared from Subway. That's
Damn. Straight out of porn.
straight out of child porn.
Damn.
But
Straight out of employment.
straight, yeah,
Employment.
straight out of Subway contract.
No, but it's also the climate where people are getting tired of all the sequels that are coming out and the remakes and the reboots of everything that's coming out. So it's just like I think they were just ready for
I will single it out to one thing and
What's
one
that?
thing only.
And I'm going to disagree with you. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm gonna single it out to. Okay, the movie was being produced for a long time. We've heard about the movie being made. We've heard about the people being in it.
how long
Nobody
was it in
really-
development for? Does anyone know?
I don't know by offhand, but for a while it was in production.
Okay.
So we were like, nobody really cared about it. No one said anything about it. It was always in production. And then when Dr. Dre got his billions of dollars from Apple, then all of a sudden there was a lot more promotion done for this movie. A lot more promotion. And without that money, I think it would have been what we would have thought it would have been and not been. It would have been great, but it wouldn't have been as pushed as hard as it was at the last second.
Interesting.
So that type of money that goes into a movie like that,
Interesting.
it's going to warrant #1.
Not all the time. There's a lot of
Well,
movies
I
out there
mean-
that they pump a lot of fucking money and
Yeah, but I mean, if it's a tired movie that no one cares about,
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm saying the movie as is, if it was
Well-
the same exact thing, they wouldn't have been talking about it the same way.
Well, look at what movie was it? 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Nah,
That was a piece of garbage.
there was no money.
That
Put
was
in.
a horrible fucking movie. But it was written by the guy who wrote Sopranos.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, it was written by him. Yeah,
that's what could have happened with this
Yeah.
without the money. Then see,
Damn.
the same director and everything.
that
So
Dre
it's
money,
like
though.
a fucking popular show like that. You would think the movie would be good now.
I hate Hollywood, man.
So
But the
that's
two-
just
I
how
really
that's
do.
just how it
It's so
works,
fucking
man.
Terrible.
But the two guys in charge of the movie, Dre and Ice Cube,
Right.
obviously they have the money. They have Hollywood money.
Yeah.
Well, not Dre, but he has Apple money, which is way more
Way
than
more than
Hollywood
Hollywood money.
money.
Right.
He's
So
got
you
money,
get
though.
the
Yeah,
gist.
he's got
I mean,
dough.
yo,
Yeah.
he's paid.
Enough
Yeah,
dough to
paid.
put together
Right.
a nice movie.
Enough to make Eazy-E cry looking at billboards. It was a great movie, though.
No, it was good.
great. But this brought out the whole ghostwriting subject that we're still talking about now.
Yeah.
No, it did.
Because-
It definitely did.
Easy
yeah.
to write the
Eazy-
rhyme.
Eazy-
Eazy ain't no rapper.
Nope.
He didn't write.
Eazy-E is not no rapper.
They were clear on that.
Yeah, he was not.
Eazy-E is
And
not
neither
a
was
rapper.
neither
They
was
put- they
Dr.
put-
Dre.
Dr. Dre didn't
No,
write
Dr.
it.
was
Dre ain't
Dr.
no rapper
Dre.
Nah.
either.
That was all
Still.
Cube.
Ice
Nah.
Cube and
And Ren.
Ren.
Yeah.
Only dudes that were writing and rapping.
No.
Yep, that was it.
The other guys were just.
What
you
about
know.
DLC? We didn't talk about him much.
Not really.
I'm sorry, this sounds terrible. Who the hell? Which one was DLC?
He's
that the-
part of NWA.
Was that the light skinned dude?
Damn.
He was the guy who was a drunk guy who liked the
Oh, that's my dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the guy with the funny lines. Oh, he had some funny ass lines in that movie.
But he got in the car accident, so that's why that's
Yes.
what really happened.
So
to
wait, what happened in real life? He got in a car accident. He just disappeared. Like, is he
him. He wasn't heard from for a while.
real?
Yeah, he was never really a part of the.
Hold on, was Suge behind the car accident?
know.
You know what's funny? Yeah, it's funny you said it because as soon as he was in the hospital in the movie and
saw
Suge was there, like, I'm sorry about that. I'm like, this
You don't want that
motherfucker
to
probably
happen.
did it.
You don't want
Yeah,
that to
right.
happen to you.
Yeah,
He took
you
my
don't want
parking
that-
spot. He took my parking spot. Park my car.
I was talking with
Scratch on your car.
no,
Fuck
yeah,
you.
I was talking with Jay after I just watched the movie. I was saying the most fucked up part is when what was the white dude's name? Jerry. When he was going home with the groceries,
Oh,
there
yeah.
was that diesel ass
Yeah,
black dude
yeah,
with
in
the
his-
tank
in his
top.
driveway.
He's like,
That was intimidation.
"This your house?
Yeah.
I like your house."
Yeah.
That was it.
He's like, "Are you from Sugar Boy?" Have a good night, Jerry. I'm like, that's fucked up. I'm like that is just
That's scary.
foul.
Yeah.
He didn't threaten him. He didn't say
Nah.
shit except for, "This is your house?"
You
It's a
couldn't-
nice
they had
house.
nothing on that guy.
Oh my god. I'm like,
gangster,
yo,
man.
that is that.
Gangster shit, man.
Yep. That's true.
That's some gangster
I
shit
felt
right there.
uncomfortable right there. I'm like, damn,
I
man.
was like, yeah.
But
did
Suge
that part,
Suge
too.
Knight, do you think that was accurately
yes,
portrayed?
Absolutely.
yes.
I never really
You sure about
heard
that?
him.
You guys sure not?
I never really heard the dude talk.
You know,
So I don't know.
I think they were probably I think they were going easy on. I think Suge was probably a lot worse than
think-
how he was
Yeah?
portrayed.
Probably. All right.
Well, he was on what the hell? Was
I didn't
that?
see
was
any
that award
engineers
show?
get beat down. Engineer was supposed. No engineer got
Yeah.
beat down in the
Yeah.
movie.
I
Well,
didn't see Vanilla Ice
Eazy-E
hang
got-
over
I didn't
guys.
see Vanilla Ice hanging over a balcony. I didn't see any of that shit.
Well,
I
you
don't
did-
know about
you-
the Eazy-E getting beat down part being true to real life though. but-
for the contract
I
to sign
I've
him
heard
out.
about that.
Yeah,
I've
I
heard,
heard about
I've
that
heard
too.
that. That story
It
is
probably
familiar.
happened.
they would
I-
have broke that dude's face. Them huge dudes.
That's what I'm
those
saying.
arms.
Like, yo,
Well,
how did he not die?
Two of them.
All right.
Eazy-E's a small dude, and those guys were big.
I'm
he
pretty
was taking
sure the makeup they gave him for his face was not accurate because there was 3 dudes wailing on him. He had a cheek,
That was rough.
like a
he's
swollen
still
cheek,
alive.
and a little blood. That's it. His face should have been like Rocky Balboa, like swollen up, like that many dudes hitting on him. Nah, that wasn't portrayed right.
But do you
Goddamn.
think that Suge Knight's
But it's a
portrayal-
movie.
You think his portrayal in the movie made him so angry he ran over those people after he saw it?
Yeah, that's right.
He ran over those people before the movie came out.
No, but it was
Yeah.
during like
But it
the
was in
showing
the-
of
he
it.
was on his way back.
It was during it was during the filming and stuff.
Yeah. He went to the studio. The story is that he was driving to the studio.
Right.
He was at the studio at the filming of the movie. On his way back from the movie, there was like 2 gentlemen or whatever that got in an altercation with him, and he ends up running.
That his ass went to the grocery store, and they probably took like the last fucking thing of cake, and he fucking ran their asses over.
That motherfucker is big. Man.
Yeah, you know.
Now he's
That's right.
It was a
That's
great
right.
portrayal.
It was related to the movie. Yeah,
he's
yeah,
a
yeah.
mean
He's got
dude.
problems, man.
Yeah.
Now this wasn't. I mean, people think that there's gonna be a huge influx of biopics coming out, and it's probably true because this was successful. You know, they're gonna come out with all the ones that they had in the back
Right.
burner.
Yeah.
Now it's not the first biopic. They've had tons of biopics, and I love them. I like mostly all of them, pretty much. Like Ray Charles, like Ray.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Georgia.
And, and Notorious. I mean, I like Notorious. A lot of people don't really like it a lot, but I enjoyed
I
it.
enjoyed it.
8
I
Miles.
liked
It could have been better, but
liked
I
it.
enjoyed it when it
Notorious
came
was
out.
good.
8
I
Miles,
liked
good too.
8
Eight
Miles
Mile-
good.
8 Miles is semi-bios based on.
That was good.
I mean, yeah, and then they
It's
had
a
like
semi-autobiography.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
just like 5 Heartbeats or whatever isn't really about the Temptations or Four
Mhm.
Tops or anything, but it's based loosely on it.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that too. But then they had other things. It's not just black biopics.
Yeah.
There's other biopics. It's like Walk the Line
Yeah.
with Johnny Cash
And
then
Ali.
was
Ali's
good.
black again.
I still don't.
He said like Ali ain't black.
Steve Jobs.
And
The new one that just came
There's
out?
tons. There's tons now. There's gonna be tons more.
So-
And they're gonna they got other ones coming out like the Pac one.
Yeah.
They've been talking about Tupac when Notorious was out.
I just want them all to fucking
I want the people who were in this.
put
though.
the shit that we don't know about in there. Don't leave stuff out. I want to know everything. Put it all in there. Put that dirty, grimy
They're
shit
not
in
gonna
there.
talk about stuff unless it's in a book
They're
somewhere.
gonna
They're
do
not gonna
Put it in there.
unless it's in a book. They're not putting it out.
Yeah, no, I can see it being in a book
Yeah. If
and
it's
not in a
book.
movie.
Yeah.
People aren't gonna sit through that shit.
We
No, I got
already
2
know
Too
that
long.
it happened. We all know that the shit happened. Just
Too long.
fucking say it. Just say it. We're waiting
All right,
for
is
you
this-
to say
Be in a
it.
movies for 5 hours. Like,
Is this
oh,
movie
God.
is this movie enough to forgive Ice Cube for the West Coast connection?
Ah,
Do you forgive him for that time?
it's like a wrestling feud.
It was an awful time, and I
Yeah,
really didn't
no,
like
what?
Ice Cube doing
What
that.
was it?
He really jumped in and
Yeah.
tried to just
Dancing.
bank off that, and that was like I don't know about that.
I forgive Ice Cube.
I like Ice Cube.
I
though.
like Ice
I think he
Cube a
redeemed
lot.
himself with Friday.
In
for me.
No,
2013.
he needs to apologize.
What
for,
about Are We There Yet? Let me stop.
No,
I don't forgive him for
I was
that.
gonna say Triple X. I was gonna say Triple
Oh,
X.
Triple X.
Oh.
I was
Triple
saying-
X.
He needs
That
to
was part 2.
apologize for that shit.
That was Triple X too.
Two.
What was that?
Part
State
two.
of the
That's
Union or some
fucked
shit like
up.
that,
Yeah,
or
it
some
was
I forgot the
fuck was
He needs
thinking?
to
Triple
apologize
X2.
for that.
They getting that
But he
paycheck.
did kill them. He was a much better writer.
He was.
He was a much better writer than them. He destroyed them with that song.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that was
yeah.
one man took down
Yeah.
like the whole.
He was an
like,
honest dude. He destroyed them.
That was that song was
and
hilarious.
he wasn't even gonna do shit
Yeah.
until they like took a shot at him. Like, damn,
right.
y'all took a shot, and his own crew was like, yo, he just killed us.
No Vaseline.
And even one of them like it was like that's kind of funny. It's like that's
Jerry was the most pissed off. Anti-Semitic motherfucking piece of shit. I'm like, damn, calm
How dare
down.
he?
How dare
He's
he?
like, I'm gonna sue him. That's what they
It's
do.
always that's always
foul.
Gotta sue.
That's pretty horrible, man.
That shit was funny.
That song was hilarious though. Yeah.
Oh, he
It's
fucking
like-
killed them all. It's fucked
Oh
up.
man.
I was a huge fan of Ice Cube as a solo artist, though. He was
Yeah,
great.
he had Predator. He had some good
I was a
albums.
fan of Dre as a solo artist. Did you know that he had an album that was a long time in the making? It was what was it?
The Chronic
What was
2.
it? Not the Chronic 2. That was already done. Chronic 2000. But it was, damn it, how did I blank out on it? What's the name of that album that was supposed to come out forever?
Hold on.
Cube?
Relapse. Was it Relapse? No, was it Relapse? No, it wasn't Relapse. It was damn it.
But something about no, you're
You
right.
got me.
I know what you're talking about. There was
Charged
Chronic.
up.
No, stop it. 3 podcasts in a row, you don't let that die.
I'm sorry, man. Sorry.
Was it? It wasn't Relapse. It was. I know what you
Something
mean.
like
though.
that, damn it.
Something.
I threw it.
It's
I
like,
fucked it up
yeah,
now,
I'm
right?
drawing
Doesn't
a blank.
matter.
It's
It'll
crazy.
pop up. It'll pop up. In
But
your
he
brain.
was working on that for like 15 years or so, and
working on it for 15 years.
well, 14 years. But
So-
Jesus
it's
Christ.
never came out. So he released Compton as the final. He said, "Forget that album, it's done." And he came out with Compton as the last album in his
Career.
basically, yeah, he's done.
Yeah.
So that's the soundtrack of their movie based on their life. So it's a pretty good bookend, I would say.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So in conclusion, go see the movie.
2 thumbs up,
You-
everybody.
You guys,
for
you guys
Compton?
saw it.
Two thumbs up. Yeah,
Two thumbs
up.
up.
Thumbs
Everybody
up.
enjoys
Great
it. A great movie.
I give.
Great movie.
I
Great
like it.
movie. So
soundtrack is good too.
It's dope. I liked it a lot.
got an email here from Bob Bobby.
Well,
Bob Bobby. Yep. He wants to know what other genres of hip hop or other music do you guys listen to?
Other genres of hip hop, like what, hardcore?
Yeah, just
like what do we listen to besides hip hop? Or
yeah.
hip hop?
I guess that's the way he wrote it. Genres of hip hop or other
Genres of
genres. Yeah, like you know how they have like I guess conscious hip hop and
Christian hip hop.
Christian hip hop.
Now listen to Christian rock.
Christian rock.
You know,
I do have a Christian
Gangsta,
rock.
rap,
Who's that? Flyleaf? Is that
yeah.
technically
Yeah,
Christian
yeah.
rock? Yeah,
indie.
I have them, so I guess it's technically
I listen to
Christian rock.
all types of.
Except I listen
hip-hop.
to everything, except for country, techno, EDM. I listen to old stuff. A lot of old stuff. Not much current.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of old shit.
What about you, Kev?
Mostly just like, mostly old stuff. Yeah, anything that's on the iPod that's like
Actually,
hip-hop.
better
lot
way
of
to
old
answer
school.
that question. Better
What?
way. Name like 5 groups or 3 groups that you listen to in your iPod.
Or so Camp Low.
Camp Low? All
I
right.
still
Who
listen to
else?
Camp Low. De La Soul.
De La Soul. Anyone?
Tribe Called Quest. Still listen to them. Outkast. Yeah, they're always a
I think
part of,
Outkast is on everybody's.
Yeah, Outkast.
Caroline.
No, not that.
You don't like that song?
Nope. AT-Aliens.
I'm fucking pissed.
AT-Aliens.
wow.
You don't like Caroline?
AT-Aliens.
Well, that's dope. I like that. I ain't gonna hate on AT-Aliens, but
Not
Caroline.
Not messing with that.
Come on, man.
Nah, that's Andre 3000. Until you said
That's dope.
Outkast.
Let's see. It's part of Outkast, man.
Yeah, I got a lot of indie groups that nobody would even know the name of if I even.
You
fucking
listen to a lot of
mentioned
indie stuff.
it. I
That's
listen
good.
to a lot of people that nobody likes.
I got
and
stuff
nobody
from
listens to.
Tribe Called Quest to Flyleaf to Evanescence to Cool J to
Lupe Fiasco.
Lupe Fiasco, Eminem.
Childish Gambino.
Well, I listen.
I actually don't listen to
You don't
Childish
listen to
Gambino.
him,
No, I don't
Nah.
listen to him.
I like this.
That's
lifestyle.
my stuff. I
You
listen
like
to
that?
all the
I
new
like
That's
stuff.
your
Childish
stuff.
Gambino. He's got
I listen to all the new stuff. I listen to basically every genre of hip hop except for like acid rap. I don't listen to much of acid
But
rap.
you forgot to mention Memphis Bleak, Beanie Siegel, Freeway. That's all you.
That's your favorite artist. You always
That's
mention
you.
them.
That's all you. That's all
your
you.
favorite.
Wow.
No, my favorite is Lil Zane. We all know that. Lil Zane is my favorite.
Shit, man.
Jay, what do
joking.
you think of
We're
J.
gonna have
Cole's
a-
role models? Or roll, yeah,
We're gonna have a counter for every time you bring up Lil Zane on the fucking podcast because it's every.
Right?
What about what?
J. Cole's last album, you didn't like it?
I didn't get to listen to it.
Oh, you didn't listen to it? Okay,
No.
cool. I like that single out. It's pretty good.
It's all right.
I want to hear it, by the way. And Janet Jackson.
Well, Mal, you like it.
Really?
Yeah, you like it.
Get me onto that shit, because I'm going to forget.
It's all right. I mean, J. Cole isn't. I mean, he's very talented, but I don't gel well with most of his music. This is a mixtape. I like mixtapes a lot better than what they usually put out.
Why is the mixtapes always better?
There's no.
What about Cannabis, man?
There's nobody telling you.
That's his favorite was Cannabis.
I didn't even get to answer the question.
Jay, who you
Well, we got 5 seconds. Answer the question.
Well, no, I mean, I'm not going to mention every rapper. I mean, I like a lot of new guys that you guys do not listen.
Well, that's all we got for you today.
Damn.
Feel free to send us any questions or comments at 857music.com. And for our latest updates, check out 857music.com.
So
like us on Facebook. Search 857 Hip Hop and follow us on Twitter at 857music. Check out our latest album, Masters of Ceremony, and our previous podcasts and more, available on iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby, Stitcher, and most leading digital streaming services. And finally, show your support. Remember, get behind us. Let us know what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe.
Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below.
And peace.
Very well.
Peace.
Yeah. Now finish, Jay. What were you saying?
Kendrick Lamar.
5-7 Music Podcast.